Yo, what's up guys? This is Norm from Daily Fantasy Archive, and if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button under the video, and make sure you press this bell button to turn on the notification so you never miss a video and never miss any great advice that I'm giving each day for the winning lineups that we've been producing. And also follow us on Twitter at DFS_archive. I will be posting other free lines for NBA, NHL, and DraftKings, and you'll never miss when I upload a video. You'll be notified because I will be tweeting out the video also. Last night we had a pretty good night. I had a line hit 153.3 from the video that cashed in all 50-50s and double ups and in GPPs. Also had a line hit 159.1, and the DraftKings line hit 46.90, so cashing all 50-50s and GPPs. All double ups and in some GPPs, and then almost cashing the free lineup too also. Last night, free contest. Tonight we have a 4-game main slate, and there's some pretty good matchups here. I'm going to break them down for you guys and tell you some good plays that you can pick on tonight, and choose from the players I'll be taking, and I'll break down a player pool for you guys, and you can decide if you guys want to take these or give you a bit more information about each player. And you don't need to take this lineup I'm making. This will be a lineup I will be running it, but if you feel like changing a player, like I say every night, make sure you change a different player if you think he's in a better matchup, or you want to change around a player. That always works too. And let's hit 10 likes on the video for putting out the fire lineups that I've been making each day. So let's strive for 10 likes on this video. First playing with picking is Fanduel for Goldie. He costs 8.4K. The Sharks are 21-8-4 at home, and Dallas is 9-18-4 on the road. The Sharks are 3-8 in the last 11 meetings in San Jose, and Dell has had one bad game in his last 7, and Vegas odds are the highest for Sharks to win tonight at -200, and Dell's 5-0 on home ice, and plays way better on home ice. All his stats are way better on home ice. The first center that I'm going to be diving into is Henrik Zetterberg. Henrik Zetterberg costs 6.3K. He's on the first line power play. In this game, it's a 5.5 total. He's had one bad game in his last 7. Rana's given up 3.42 goals a game. And if anyone is going to score or give points, it will be on this line for sure. He has 14 points in his last 10, and the Rangers are 2-0 in their last 11 meetings in Detroit. I'll give you guys another option for goaltender tonight too, real quick. Rana is the Rangers are 24. He's 8.3K, so he costs 100 less than Dell. 24-9 on the road. Detroit is 13-4-5 on home ice. The Vegas odds are the second highest for the Rangers to win tonight, and the Rangers are better in every category besides penalty kill and faceoffs. And Detroit is 1-4 in their last 5 overall, and Rangers are 4-1 in their last 5 against the Atlantic Division. And Aranta is 9-2 on the road and plays way better on the road with 2 shutouts. So he's a good GPP play for tonight. It'll probably be less owned compared to Aaron Dell, so it should be some good upside for him tonight. But it is a bit of a risk in a high total game, and like I said, Rangers are 2-9 or whatever in their last. Are 2-9 in their last 11 games in Detroit. So that's up to you. Another center play to look at would be Nick Backstrom. He's on the first line power play. They split up him and Obi, so it could be a bit of a different upside for him as we're used to seeing. Last game he played Anaheim. He had a goal and assist, and the Vegas odds have them winning at -133 tonight. As you can see, Vegas odds have him at -133. The Capitals are better in every category in Anaheim besides penalty kill and face-off. The Caps are 6-0 in their last 6 meetings in Anaheim, and 5-1 in their last 6 meetings in the 6 games between these last 2 teams. The road team is 5-1. Is 11-4 in the last 15 meetings too. Also, another player that I'll be looking at tonight is on center is Mika Zibanejad. He's on the first line, second line power play. Detroit is giving up 1.8 assists a game and 10 shots a game to centers. 5.5 total. Big favorite in the win. You're going to want exposure to this first line and this game in general. So he's going to be a good play to lock in for your cash and GPP. Another two centers to be looking at could be Joe Thornton. Joe Thornton's on a first line power play. He is a good chance to get a good exposure to that first line. He don't cost too much, only at 5.3. The total's at 5.5, and the Vegas odds have been winning tonight. He has 7 points in his last 10 games, and he plays way better on home ice. He's averaging about 18 minutes a game right now, and the Sharks are 29th ranked offense and the worst penalty kill in the league. And Joe Thornton is on a 3-game point streak. You're going to want exposure to the Sharks offense definitely tonight. Another pick would be Connor McDavid for center tonight if you want to fade both of these guys. He's on the first line power play. He has 12 points in his last 10 games. He's averaging more than a point a game. He had 11 points last game he played him, and when he's on the ice, his team has the puck 55% of the time. That's a high percentage, and he plays upwards of 21 minutes to higher a night. So some good upside for him. A winger that I'm going to be looking at tonight is Chris Kreider. The Rangers are high favorites to win tonight and a 5.5 total. Detroit is 26th on defense ranking, and he has 2 goals, 1 on a power play, and an assist and 12 shots in his last 2 games. He's been on fire if you check his game logs. And he has 3 goals in his last 3 games, and he plays on the second line and first line power play. Another player that I will be looking at to have some exposure to tonight in some of my lines will be Joe Pavelski, cost 7.7. He's on the first line power play. Big favorites to win tonight at minus 185 on home ice. He has 11 points in his last 10 games, and he has 34 points in 33 games on home ice. He has averaging more than a point a game on home ice. Very good upside tonight. Dallas are giving up 2.99 goals against per game, and he plays upwards of 19 plus minutes a game on ice a lot for most of the top plays and the plays that happen on their team. And in the over 6-0 in the last 6 meetings between these two teams, so it could be a very high scoring game. You're going to want exposure to this game. And the over 7-3 and 1 in the last 11 games. So it should be a lot of goals in this game. Another player you want to look at is Leon Draisaitl. He's on the first line power play. They're big favorites to win tonight. He has 6 points in his last 10 games, and it's an easy way to get some good exposure to Connor McDavid when he only costs 6.5K if you don't want to pay for the high price Connor McDavid. And yeah. Another player that I would be looking at on the wing would be Max Pacioretty. He's on the first line power play. He costs 7.4K. He has 8 points in his last 10 games, and he's second most in the team right now in the last 10 games for points per game. And he plays just as good on the road as he does on home ice, and he plays a lot of minutes. What you're looking for, some high upside. Definitely for your cash games. He plays 19 minutes a game, and Edmonton has given up 6.3 shots a game to left wingers. Winger that I'm going to be locking in, besides, I forgot to put in Joe Pavelski, is Jannik Hansen. Costs 3.4K, really good play tonight. A nice little punt. He don't cost very much. Good value if you want to put in some bigger guys into your lineup. He's on the first line, and he plays with Joe Thornton. What's the first line again? I can't remember exactly what the first line is. He's playing with Joe Thornton, and I think it's Pavelski. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Or it could be Logan Couture. I'm not sure. What's Logan Couture on right now? Logan Couture's on the second line, so yeah, it's Joe Pavelski. So it's a good chance to get some good exposure to his the Sharks game without having to pay a lot, and you'll be able to get some exposure to Joe Thornton and Joe Pavelski, which is 2 guys that carry the puck a lot, play a lot of minutes, and they get a lot of points. So should be some high upside for Jannik Hansen tonight. A nice little value play tonight. On defense, I'll be looking at Brent Burns. Got 8.5K. It's pretty hard to fade Brent Burns tonight on a 4-game slate. Last time I said this, it was on a 3-game slate, and he went off. They're big favorites to win at a 5.5 total. And there are going to be a lot of goals in this game. It's an easy, stackable game. He has 11 points in his last 10, and he plays about 25 minutes a game and has 34 shots in his last 10 games, and very high upside as he plays a lot of minutes and takes a lot of shots, and also gets a few blocks every now and then. Another defense that I'll be looking at is Sami Vatanen. Costs 4.4K. He's a good punt play. He's in a high-scoring game. Again, if you want the big guys, you're going to need to pay down for some guys. He's on the third line in the first line power play. Got moved up to the first line power play. Recently been playing a lot better. He's way better on home ice. He has 5 points in his last 10 games, and he plays upwards of 21 plus minutes a game. It's a good play for tonight. Good luck on home ice. Another defense that I'll be looking at tonight is Issa Lindell. He is a good punt tonight in a high-scoring game. If you want the big guys, you're going to need to pay up for some guys. You're going to need the value and pay for some punt. He's on the first line power play. Want to have some exposure to this Dallas first line with Jamie Benn and Sagan now. You might want to have some good exposure to this game. Like I said, it's going to be a high-scoring game. The over's been over in 6 of the last meetings. Another defense that you want to take a chance and look at, if you're not taking Brett Burns. If you're not taking Brett Burns, you definitely want to lock in Ron McDonough. He costs 5.4K. He's on the first line power play. He's in a high favorite matchup tonight. 5.5 total. Plays the most minutes out of any player in the Rangers each game. He plays 24 minutes a game. Has an assist in his last 2 games against Detroit. Very high upside. 2 assists and 7 shots and 4 blocks in his last 3 games. So you're definitely going to want to look at him. Patrick Maroon is going to be my last pick for the night at 4.8K on the winger. Playing on the first line, and you're going to want exposure to McDavid tonight. Like I said, some very high upside. He should be able to get at least an assist or a goal tonight. Montreal might not have Carey Price, and Edmonton is way better on home, and he's way better on home ice, and McDavid has been exploding lately. Like I said, 12 points in his last 10 games. You're going to want exposure to that top line, definitely. So anyways, that's my plays for tonight. You don't need to use this line. I'd give you guys a nice player pool I broke down for you guys. Make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe under the video. And if you enjoyed the video, press that bell button so you're notified every time I upload. Thanks for your time, guys. Good luck tonight.